Alright, y'all, if you are in college, if you are a college football player already, you don't need this video. Click off. You good. I'll see y'all in the next one. But if you're a high schooler now, this is for y'all. Even if you're in 8th grade, I don't care. Your time's coming to get recruited. And that is exactly what I'm going to go over. How to get recruited. And if you're not a football player, y'all could probably use some of these tips. But I don't know how to get recruited for soccer. Don't know how to get recruited for baseball. Don't know how to get recruited for basketball. Some of these tips might work. Some of them might not. Some of them might not even make sense to y'all. I don't know. I don't know what colleges look for. I don't know how to get recruited for those sports. But this is how to be recruited to play college football. So I'm going to roll the intro. We're going to get straight into it.
Kyle Kaminsky on the tackle. Another big play by Kyle Kaminsky.
Number 57, Kyle Kaminsky.
I really came from a city where head busters, drug dealers, the paving the way. Police stop me trying to give me a case. I see them likes get the pill in the way. I put in overtime in the studio. Apologize if I push you away. From my family, I've been making a way. Ain't got time for no rest, ain't got time for no breaks. They try to count me out, so I had to pay the way. They try to count me out, they see that I paid the way.
Alright, y'all, if you don't know me already, I'm Kyle Kaminsky. I'm a D3 college football player from Montclair State University in New Jersey. And basically the reason I want to make this video is because I know the recruitment process. I know how stressful it could be. It's a process that, like, when you're about to go through it, you don't fully know what to expect. You don't fully know the best ways to get recruited. And if you don't know people who have already made it to that level, you might just completely be lost and just not know what to do. So that's what this video is for. I basically found 6 steps that I feel personally helped me the most and will help you guys the most. And that's what I'm going to talk about. Alright, y'all, so I got the list on my phone of, like, all the steps that I think you guys need to do or should do to make it to the next level. So the first piece of advice I could give you guys, and this is, you could start doing this freshman year, I was about to say college, freshman year of high school. You could start doing this in 8th grade. Gather a list of schools you'd be interested in going to. Now, when you're gathering this list, look for what you possibly want to major in. Look for the state you want to go to school in. Look for all of the, like, things you're looking for in a college or in a football team, and find those schools. Write them down. Make a huge list. I had a list of probably 100-something schools. Like, I'm telling you, I was looking at everywhere. And don't limit yourself to a certain division. I know this ain't D1 or bust. It is bowl. I'm telling you, don't do that. Because the ones saying D1 or bust, where you think they're playing now? Not D1. If they ain't making D1, they probably not playing now. Or they're playing a D3. So really, that saying is bull. So just don't listen to that. I'm telling you, find schools at every division. Like, never limit yourself, because football is football. There's dogs at every level. You can make it to the league at every level. So screw that saying. Just find all the schools and just make a list. Then with that list, add the coaches. Find the head coach, and I would say find the recruiting coordinator for your area and your position coach. Really, honestly, the head coach is the least important one. Find the recruiting coordinator for your area and find the position coach, because those are the coaches that are going to be, like, you're going to be easily able to reach out to, or at least easier, because the head coach is not going to have time to see it. He's not going to care for seeing it. Like, you got to reach out to the position guys and the guys who really are going to be getting less emails and also just got more time on their hands. So yeah, gather those coaches, find them, then find their emails, their social medias, all of that. And that leads into step 2. I know y'all got an Instagram. I know y'all got a Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, make one. Now it's called, like, X or something, by the way. But that's besides the point. That's the stupidest thing in the world. But I know y'all got social media. I know y'all love social media. So this is where social media can either make you or break you. Don't be stupid on social media. Don't be posting you drinking, cursing, doing drugs. Don't post none of that. Like, be professional. Like, treat this like it's your job, because one day you're trying to make it your job. I'm telling you, don't post nothing stupid, but promote yourself. Promote yourself heavy on social media. That's honestly what I think got me to where I am, because I didn't have much help from my coaching staff in high school. Like, honestly, I got no help really. I was promoting myself like crazy. I was DMing coaches on Twitter. I'm telling you, Twitter is going to be your best friend. So you're going to be DMing coaches. You're going to be hitting them up all the time. Whatever. They're going to be reaching out to you on there. But yeah, just promote yourself. I was posting workout videos all the time. My junior year of high school, I had barely any film. I missed 3 games. When I came back, I wasn't really playing too much. Then, like, halfway through the season, I started getting a good amount of playing time. I did work in my little bit of playing time, and then I also made my money on special teams. And I probably had a calm 6 to 8 plays of like actual defense, maybe a little more, maybe less, I don't know. And then the rest was all special teams. My highlight tape was probably 3 or 4 minutes long. That was all my highlights for the season. Like, I'm telling you, I didn't do nothing. But then going into my senior year, I already had 2 offers from two smaller schools, because I was promoting myself. I used that video, and I also was posting workout videos all the time. And this was during quarantine, so like, I'm telling you, I had all the time on my hands to be working out, doing all that, making these videos, and I was sending them to colleges like crazy. And I'm telling you, just use social media, promote yourself, but don't destroy yourself on there. But yeah, so just, I'm telling you, follow all the coaches. When you find their social medias, follow all of them, DM them, but don't get annoying. If they're not DMing you, don't start spamming them every day. And also, huge thing that I'll be seeing on social media, do not make one big post and at a bunch of different coaches from different schools. Don't do that. I'm telling you, coaches are going to ignore that. They're not going to look at you tagging them. Like, let's say you're a bunch of D1s, right? You're adding the Ohio State coach, the Alabama coach, the Michigan coach. You think they want to see that? They don't. Don't do that. So yeah, just follow coaches, DM them, send them your film, and that basically leads into step 3, which is have a good season. Play with heart. I'm telling you, just leave it all out on that field. Definitely if you're a senior, this is your last chance. Leave it all out there. Play smart, play fast, play aggressive. Show them you could do all that. They're gonna love that. Like, if you're playing fast and aggressive, but you're not playing smart, like, that's not gonna get you nowhere. You gotta have all 3. Like, you gotta have the whole package. And another big thing, have a motor. If you watch the NFL draft, you're gonna hear the word motor all the time. They want to see people with a motor. They want to see people who are not giving up on plays, not giving up when the game gets rough and you're down by 30. Like, I'm telling you, just keep playing. Have chase down tackles. Run across the field. Fly around. Just make plays. And they're going to love that, and you're going to get noticed. There's a lot of things you could coach. Heart isn't one of them. I'm telling you, like, it's like a corny little saying. I know coaches say it all the time, but it's true. Like, you could be the most talented dude in the world, but when you're going to give up when things get tough, who's going to want you? And that comes in life too, by the way. When things get tough, don't just give up. Face them. When relationships get tough, don't give up. Unless you really got to, because yeah, you might be better off. Another thing, be a leader. Now, this is going to help you because, for one, if you want your team to be good, sometimes you got to be a leader. Like, you got to run things. You got to push people. You got to get everybody on the same page, all of that. It's going to make your coach respect you more. And when these college coaches are calling your coach to see like the type of player you are, the type of person you are, they don't only care about the type of player you are. They want to know about the like real you off the field. So if you just an a-hole to your teammates, talk back to coaches, all of that, you're not gonna get a nice little answer, and that might ruin your chance of getting with that college. So I'm telling you, your coach is gonna help you if he gets that call, as long as you're a good person, you're a good player, you're just good on and off the field. So definitely just be a leader, be a good person, and it's gonna help you out in the long run. And that's not just on the field, it's off it too. It's gonna help you in life. So be a leader, be a great person. Now step 4, send your film out each week. That's kind of like what I was doing senior year. I didn't really do it junior year, but senior year I was sending out every week so coaches could kind of see it and start getting an idea instead of just waiting for me to like post my like full season highlight tape later on. I wanted them to see me every week and also see the improvement I'm making every week. That's why like mid-season I was getting offers and stuff, like because these coaches were already getting a good idea of how I was, stuff like that. I was kind of just remind them every week, like, y'all, I'm here. Like, I had 3 tackles last week. Now I had 6 this week. Like, I'm showing improvement. I'm balling. So, like, come on. Like, hop on the train before everyone else does. You feel me? Send it out every week. And then, still part of step 4, have a great highlight tape at the end of the season. Put all your best plays first. If you caught a pick, chase down tackle, cause the fumble. I'm only doing defense, my bad. If you had a long run, great throw, beautiful catch for a touchdown, whatever, like, put those plays first. Because coaches are not watching your 7-minute highlight tape. Like, I know my highlight tape for senior year was long, but all of my best plays were first. So those coaches are definitely seeing it. I think my first play on my highlight tape was like a big sack I had, and yeah, just I'm telling you, put your best plays first, and they're probably gonna only watch like, I'll say a minute and a half of your highlight tape. They really don't watch a lot, so they got a lot of highlight tapes to go over. You're not getting special treatment where they're gonna watch it like it's a movie. So put your best plays first, and make plays so you can have a great highlight tape. Now this next one, step 5, I'm a little iffy on, and that's camps. Personally, it's also because of COVID, but I didn't really go to camps. I think I went to 1 or 2 camps, and I don't know. I just never really liked camps, but it's also, I think, the type of player you are. I'm not a camp player. I'm a linebacker and a defensive end. I don't need to go to camps to show what I could do in shorts and a t-shirt. So like I just never really cared for camps. I think if you're a wide receiver, a corner, maybe running back, I think maybe those positions you could kind of show more and get looked at more for that. But like if you're a defensive end, if you're an offensive tackle, I think camps are so pointless. I will say though, it's also the fact like I played my senior year. I knew I had a good senior year, so those camps and stuff, I didn't really care for too much. But I guess if you didn't really get playing time, or you're probably not gonna get playing time, go to camps, because at least that's a way to showcase your skills if you're not gonna be able to get the chance to on the field. Now the last thing, which is the most important, if you don't do this last thing, the other 5 things do not matter. Grades. Get good grades. I'll be completely honest with y'all. I did not have good grades. But the thing is, I actually kind of clutched up my senior year and got my grades a little higher. And it's also, I'm not gonna lie, it depends on the school you went to. I went to a hard private school, so like my GPA wasn't that high, but it's still better than if somebody at not as academic of a high school got the same one, if that makes sense. I'm telling you, just get good grades. I'll be straight up. A lot of people don't know this. There was a school that I go against in football. I'm not gonna say the school, but they turned me down. And the coach basically said, your GPA is not gonna be high enough to get into this school. If you watching this, you know who you are who turned me down. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Nah, I'm playing. But it's my fault. But yeah, so I got turned down. They weren't the only school that turned me down because of my GPA. But I ended up at Montclair, so I'm happy. Everything worked out. And now I'm a Dean's List student at Montclair. So bet you if I want to transfer to y'all, you take me now. I ain't gonna though. Grades are very important. It's just gonna be a good look in the future too. Getting a job. If you have terrible grades, what job's gonna want to hire you? I know high school grades aren't gonna matter too much, like with jobs and everything. But when you get to college, still get good grades, or you're not gonna be able to play. But yeah, without doing that, everything else doesn't really matter. Basically, that's it. Those are my 6 things I think you really need to focus on. Hopefully this helps somebody. If you guys got any more questions, maybe I can make a part 2 of this, but I feel like I kind of gave y'all everything I could. But definitely, if you have questions about visits, anything like that, just leave them in the comments. This is it for this one. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Baby, I can pop out right now, put my big one on these hoes down. I'm not acrobatic, I'm not flipping on my bros. No, all my shit be factual, I cannot get exposed. Grew up talking shit, I catch a bitch before I catch a cold.